So, thank you, Dr. Julian, for giving a wonderful presentation on use of speech to text technology and making various combinations with available tools and making our life much easier and much healthy. In fact, health is a very important factor.
It is.
Many times, translators keep on working hard. For example, my eyesight has decreased with growing age. You tend to, lose stamina, get tired quickly. So if we are, standing and working, we do exercise and at the same time we increase our productivity. That is a very wonderful solution, for our future. So my friends, do you have any questions to Dr. Julian? Floor is open. Please welcome anybody. I guess Kumudini had some questions in the beginning. She can ask questions now. The floor is open. Dr. Julian will be in a position to answer you back.
And if you want to think about your questions for a bit longer, we can always keep the conversation on social media as well. So I hope it's not over today.
Right. So they're very. We do have, Dr. Julian, for your information. On Facebook, we have a very good, big language community by Modlingua. Currently, it has around 14,000 members. So certainly, anything that we do, we certainly share there, and there are lots of synergy available from not from India, but also from the all over the globe.
Of course, yeah.
Dr. Julian now.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, good evening, sir. Sir, my question is, can you repeat the name of that website where I can check my typing speed?
Oh, it's the 10fastfingers.com.
10 plus
Fast fingers.
10fastfingers.com.
Yeah, but there are many out there, but I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kumudini, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you had some questions.
Sir, I would like to thank Dr. Julian first and to you also. My question is to you, sir. Will you carry forward this session for us, those who are member of Modlingua?
Of course, we have our next guest lecture perhaps in next 2 weeks on interpretation focused on tourism, and then another one is we have already scheduled on entrepreneurship from Italy.
Thank you.
There are some good number of scholars who are working tirelessly on promoting profile of translators and interpreters. Many times they do it on a voluntary basis, in spite of the fact that they know that they have to put lots of energy, but out of passion they collaborate, they help, and feel good about making you aware about the recent developments. So out of many, we have our friend Dr. Julian today, and there will be more coming in. And of course, this is not the end of Dr. Julian's lecture. He will again come up with some new details when his app is launched. So we will continue to have our two-way communication with him. And of course, with all our interns, past interns as well as current one and the future ones. You might be noticing that Modlingua has now evolved into a community learning platform. Soon we will be launching our Modlingua Community College.
Oh, congratulations, sir.
So we are moving currently in a very right direction. And Summer Interns of 2018, in particular, of course, your group was also excellent one. But so far, 2018 people have already created many histories, and they are again about to create another one by making all 65 videos of ours with their transcriptions into English as well as other foreign languages. So this way we will be able to create access to various other parts of the world and promote translation profession, and of course the community learning programs that we have initiated. Yes, somebody is on chat. Let me see what is it. Deepa Asri, you can ask a question directly instead of writing. Deepa as well as Sakina. Deepa Sri is there? Yes, Deepa, please. I have unmuted you. You can ask questions. No, you're not there. Sakina is there?
Yes, sir.
Sakina, please, welcome. Ask your questions directly.
Hello, sir. My
Hi.
question is translation dictation used for only document translation, or is it different skill like subtitle and interpretation? And how it is better than CAT tools like Trados?
It's a good question. So translation dictation is somehow seen, and not just by me, by researchers in the literature, as a little bit of a hybrid between translation and interpretation. So it requires an extra skill set that you don't necessarily develop when you are trying to written translation. But it is a good start if you're gonna become an interpreter. So even site translation and translation dictation is used as an exercise when you're an interpretation trainee, right? But this is something that now, even if you are an interpreter, professional interpreter, with the technique and the technology, you can still do written translation. Now, for subtitles well. So if you're a trained interpreter, it's going to be easier for you to do some spoken subtitling, and it is being done, and there is some authors that have written about it as well. So using speech for subtitling for the hard of hearing, and also for interlingual subtitling and translation as well. So, and what was the other question again?
Yeah, let me read that question. I will. This is from Deepa Sri. She says, "Can you please suggest
Hi,
a
Didi
text software that I can use?"
Yeah, my question was
Oh, yeah, whether it has been integrated. So basically, some of the software out there, you can basically use it.
It seems I have lost it. Are you there, listening?
You can combine them, but if you don't have a very powerful computer, then you just gonna crash with, but it may not always work, and that's the kind of problems we're trying to solve.
okay. So in the meantime, then what would you suggest? How should I practice?
Say that again.
In the meantime, what would you suggest? How should I then practice so that my computer doesn't crash and I can use the tool as well?
So basically,
Is
there is your own training. You can train yourself independently from the software. So the software is something we're already working on, but you can test some of the software out there that is free. Like even you would have like even like Google's own voice recognition. Some of your applications, so your phone may have a voice recording app that they also have the transcription. So you can there are many options you can use to try. But first of all, the training is gonna come from you. You have to get familiar with the technique and the tools. So you have to do exercises on your own even before you test the technology. But the technology is coming. All right.
okay. Thanks.
I believe there was another raised hand.
Anjali, are you there? Anjali? Anybody, any questions, please? Welcome.
There is a hand.
Yes, Apurva, tell me. 1 minute, let me unmute you first. It seems you are muted. Yes, Apurva. You kindly speak. No,
You can hear.
no voice. Check your mic.
Hello,
Yes, right.
Hi.
No,
We lost you.
sir.
yes, carry on.
Are there any books on this topic?
There are some scientific articles. So if I want to mention a book, it's gonna have to be my doctoral thesis. That will be the book on it. There was a thesis also 20 years ago in the 90s about dictation without any voice recognition. That's something else you can also read if you're interested in reading a full-length work on it. But you can always read some articles and blogs. But there is some literature where you can learn more about this, if that's basically what you're asking. So get in touch, and I'll send you all the links that you need to learn more about this.
Anna, you have any questions?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Hi.
Yes, Anna, please.
Let's see.
Anna, are you there?
Hello.
Hi.
Please carry on, Anna.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. So my question was, what do you consider to be the most important skill for translation dictation? Would it be like, first of all, to being able to produce oral translation quickly for somebody to type it next, or to still practice typing skills myself? What would be like the key factor?
I think you sort of hint the answer. I believe, like as I say, you can still do the exercise with somebody typing for you, but that's not what is more important now, because now we have the technology. So if you do this exercise, so the way I envision and the way I train myself, because I also dictate, is to make it a regular habit. So you can take a simple text every day. This is something you can try, right? So you take a simple text and make it a habit, right? As you would do like self-training, because at some point it becomes a seamless skill, right? So you want to do this with different types of texts. Probably you start with really easy text if you want to do like English into any other language, but you can find online like texts in English that are written in simple English or plain language. So that's a good start. And then you increase the level of difficulty. But it's something you have to practice. So the skill is developing the simultaneity and the ability to do it fearless, right? So you don't want you don't want to find this difficult. You rather have to have a positive attitude and tell yourself, yes, you can do this, because it can be done. And interpreters can do it. So it's just a matter of developing the skills and practicing. As the slide is, it's all about practice. I hope to have answered the question.
Yes, it does answer my question. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Pallavi?
Hi, can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so my question is about these voice recognition softwares that you talked about. Pardon me my lack of knowledge about these softwares, but my question is about the reliability. For example, I've had a very brief experience in translation, and I've always only worked on my PC. So when I'm translating, I have full control of my keyboard. So my question is, how reliable are these voice recognition softwares? Because I'm pretty sure translators have very varied accents as well. So,
Yeah.
so how reliable are they?
So I want to say, so I want to say many things. First of all, that the technology is advancing at a very fast pace. So even whatever I say about it today, it won't be true tomorrow. and I'm not exaggerating. It's just a way to say that it's improving so fast that it's more and more reliable. For certain languages, is unbelievably reliable. So even if you have a strong accent, and I can say this from scientific experimentation, that and I have specifically done experiments with Indian accented English speakers of the software, and it's still very impressive, and it's still getting better and better. So even if you have a strong accent in certain languages, you can still very good results. But again, I go back to if you want to make it more and more reliable, the first step is it comes from you. So it is how confident are you dictating a translation to get the best results out of the software. So when you try it first time, it won't give you necessarily the best results, but it's also because you are not prepared for it. So that's why I say you have to practice on your own, even before you test or try the software or use the software, because half of the success with the software comes from the user's ability to dictate. The more you practice, the more you're skilled, and the more you're skilled, the better results you'll get. And that's it. I
Right.
hope to have answered again.
Thank you very much. That answered my question very well. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Any questions we have, my friends? Apurva, anything for you?
No, sir.
Perfect. So the floor is still open. We will be here for next 1 minute. If you have any questions, you can still ask, and our friend Dr. Julian will be happy to answer you. Otherwise, then after we will close after 1 minute.
If not, I just want to share again my contact info. If you want to follow on Twitter, connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm not on Facebook though. I'm starting to consider it, but if not, all professional social media works. Email works. And if you have questions, if you want me to send you more information, and if you have comments, if you have success stories, if you try it, I want to hear about it as well. I want to also to hear about the your typing tests results. I want to know, how different the skills are around the world when you type in different languages. If you have any thoughts on typing in Hindi and in other Indian languages and other Asian languages, I want to hear more about that, because I've done my investigation mostly in Spanish and French and English. So I want to get all feedback. I want to start a conversation with you. So I hope to be in touch and to remain in touch for a long time.